And then we have the less conventional, economics, which we discussed, which has the argument that go in the opposite direction, or the psychological sunk cost effect, which is you have to pay for something to really appreciate its value. There is a selection effect, which is if you give things away for free, even people who don't want it, or who don't want it for its legitimate use, are going to come and get it. So you're going to waste a lot of bed nets. And finally, the entitlement effect, which counter the learning effect, which is once you get something for free, then you expect to get it for free in the future. And it might even have contagion things, which is you're not going to want to get chlorine to purify your water unless someone is giving it to you. Or you're not going to want to send your kids to school unless they get a school meal or other things like that, which is this find that you become like dependent. So the argument that goes against giving people for free are this argument that giving bed nets for free or even subsidize them is counterproductive in terms of distributing bed nets. It's counterproductive because of the sunk cost effect, because of the selection effect, or because this entitlement effect that then nobody is ever going to want to buy anything, either bed net or something else. And these arguments have a lot of, are very reasonable. Both sides of the arguments are in principle very reasonable. And they might apply here, we just don't know. It's a very heated policy debate. And the dollars that are involved in bed nets are nowhere near dollars that are involved in oil or anything, but it's still a fair amount of dollars, so people like those. So there's a lot of debate. So the Jeff Sachs or the WHO relies on the conventional economics argument to say you should give the bed nets for free. Then you have people like Bill Easterly or Dan Bisamoyo who are making the argument based on this entitlement effect, sunk cost effect, the development of market, to say we shouldn't give them for free. And both arguments tells you, in a sense, we know the economics, and the answer is obvious. There is no reason to find out. And I think there is value in both type of arguments that they are making, but there is no value in this last one. Because since there is value in both arguments, we don't know the answer. The answer depends on the balance of how they turn out in this specific application of bed nets. So the true question we want to ask is the extent to which we should subsidize bed net. And for that, what do we need to know? Well, first we need to know whether or not bed nets are really price elastic. So are we losing a lot of coverage in terms of people acquiring bed nets if we start selling them instead of giving them for free? Second question we need to ask is the immediate effect on use. So is it the case that people who pay for a bed net are more likely to use it than people who got it for free? Third question is the longer term effect. Will it wreck markets? And for that, that's the entitlement effect. For people who get it for free, in the future, are they more or less likely to buy one? And for people who are around them in the community, so it's something we didn't discuss much, but if I'm around you in the community and I see you having a free bed net, it could affect me in one of two ways. I could say, first of all, oh, she has a bed net, that's really nice, her kids are doing well, I'm going to get one too. I could say, oh, she gets a free bed net. Let me wait till I was going to buy a bed net, but now I'm going to wait till I get a free bed net. And so I was going to sell a bed net, and now I'm going to have to give it for free. So that's wasted money. So we don't know which way it cuts. We have to look in practice.